We've talked about the cyber kill chain. Now let's talk about the MITRE attack framework. So what is it? It's actually a competitor to the cyber kill chain, but it's much more comprehensive. There's a whole matrix of tactics and techniques, and all sorts of teams will use it. Threat hunters, red teamers, blue teamers. Like I said, it's more comprehensive than the cyber kill chain. You use it to track adversaries' tactics and techniques across the entire life cycle of the attack. And there are indices that have been set up in a database. It's everything about the attack from both the attacker and defender perspectives. This database is constantly being curated and updated, so you have this single source. It's intended to be used to strengthen your organization's security posture. It will help identify attack types and define risk. Both red teams and blue teams will use the attack scenarios mapped out in this framework. You can use this to deduce what an adversary's motivation will be for specific actions. Understand how those actions relate to a particular class of defenses. The thing about the MITRE attack framework is that there are actually three general frameworks, what they call matrices or matrix. There's the attack for enterprise, and that is for everything to do with stuff in your enterprise network. So the different operating systems, cloud, networks, containers. Then there's attack for mobile, specifically Android and iOS. And then there's attack for industrial control systems, ICS. There are a number of tactics for the enterprise categories. Now, they currently identify 188 attack techniques and 379 sub-techniques just for enterprise alone. You can see everything from recon to developing resources, your initial access, getting in, maintaining persistence, escalating privilege, evading defenses, all the way up to command and control, exfiltrating data, and whatever impact you're going to have on your target, on your victim. The attack for mobile categories uses the same categories as enterprise, but they don't bother with reconnaissance or resource development. And then for ICS, which would be not only industrial control, it would be IoT, industrial IoT, it would be anything to do with those kind of manufacturing processes on a floor, not necessarily something that happens in an office. It's really similar. These categories are really similar to the enterprise categories. You've got the initial access, you have execution, persistence, escalation, evasion, discovery, moving around, command and control, but you also have inhibit response function and impair process control, which are more specific to ICS and IoT. So that is the MITRE attack framework. And I can tell you just from my own understanding and working with my various clients, I know that governments, particularly the US government, is adopting the MITRE attack framework to train and develop their defenses. And now let's move on to the next topic.